A viewer asked, what would a day in the life of a crewman on a modern battle tank be like? That's a great question. And while we can't say exactly what it would be like because every mission is different, we can say that a day in the life of a crewman on a modern battle tank would look something like this. The workday begins long before sunrise for the crew of a modern battle tank. As the crew begins to arrive at their fighting position, they will don their protective gear, including body armor, helmets, and gas masks. With a loud roar, the tank comes to life. The driver moves the tank into position using his controls. He's responsible for keeping the tank on the move and making sure it doesn't run into anything. He's also responsible for the tank's secondary weapon, usually a machine gun. He'll pass ammo to the gunner and also help with any repairs that need to be done. He has armored glass vision blocks directly in front of him and on either side. Throughout the day, the crew will perform various tasks depending on their mission. They'll check all of the systems again to make sure the tank is in good condition. These brave men and women put their lives on the line every day to protect their country and their fellow citizens. So the next time you see a tank, remember the crew that operates it. They're the ones who make it go. They'll also clean and maintain their weapons and equipment. Once the tank is back in perfect condition, the crew will prepare it for the next day. They'll restock on ammo and fuel, and they'll make any necessary repairs, and they'll turn in their weapons and equipment and head home. They may need to move from one fighting position to another, or they may need to stay in one place and defend a position. They may come under attack from enemy forces, and they'll need to respond quickly and effectively. Leave them in the comments below, and we'll see if we can answer them in future videos, or they may need to provide covering fire for friendly forces as they move into position. No matter what the task, the crew will work together to complete it. But he, too, has cameras that can see farther and with better clarity. The tank crew is responsible for the tank and its weapons. So they start the day by performing maintenance checks to ensure everything is in working order. These checks include verifying that all of the tank systems are functioning properly, checking the levels of fuel and ammunition, and inspecting the vehicle's armor for damage. Once the tank is in position and the crew is suited up, it's time to start the engines. The crew will get into the tank through the hatch on top. The commander gets into the cupola, or the small armored glass box on top of the tank. From here, he has the best vantage point to see around him. There are armored glass vision blocks around him. But he also has cameras with much better optics that can see thermal images and even zoom in on objects far away. He is the leader of the tank crew and is responsible for making sure the tank stays on mission. He'll receive orders from his superiors and pass them down to the other crewmen. The driver gets into the tank and starts the engines. The gunner gets into the tank and takes his position. He's responsible for the tank's main gun and for making sure it's always aimed at the target. He has the most high-tech optics of all the crew members, including a thermal imaging sight and a laser rangefinder. He'll use these to find targets and then pass their location on to the commander. The loader is in the back of the tank and is responsible for loading the ammo into the gun. With the crew in their positions, the tank is ready to take on whatever challenges the day may bring. When the workday is over, the crew will return to base and perform more maintenance on the tank. Being a crewman on a modern battle tank is a challenging and dangerous job, but it's also an important one. Now it's your turn. What questions do you have about tanks?